This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640, it's Conway Show. Let's get right into it with Alex Stone, the guy who I buy all my MAGA merchandise from. How you, bub?
Oh. Buddy, now? Come on, that's our secret.
Okay, sorry, buddy. Hey, so but I was really bummed when I saw that Gene Hackman died. One of my favorite actors. I really enjoyed that man's work.
Yeah, quite an actor. And you think of all the movies.
Yes.
I mean, over the years, Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
I mean, just so many of them.
Superman.
In the 80s and 90s, he was there. Yeah, Superman, Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Crimson Tide, which I thought when I saw the clips, I was like, oh, Hunt for Red October. Wait, no, that same movie, but different actors.
Right, yeah. Same outcome, same plot, the whole thing. Just different title.
Yeah.
But, man, and then when they announced his death, they said, oh, nothing suspicious. I'm like, wait a minute. Everyone in the house and the dog's dead and nothing suspicious? I'm gonna stay on high alert on this one.
Yeah, and it was such a brief statement that they put out early this morning, and then the sheriff's department in Santa Fe went radio silent on us after that, and it only said that they had been found dead, nothing suspicious, and they were investigating. It was like, whoa. Let's say a little bit more than that. When one of the greatest actors of all time ends up dead with his wife and dog, that you can tell us a little bit more. And some of that is because they really don't know. And, they're calling it suspicious because the front door was open, 2 people and a dog were found dead inside of a home, and that alone is suspicious. But there were no signs of foul play, no signs of trauma, no signs of how they died. They weren't shot, they weren't stabbed, they weren't beaten. But they can't rule out a crime because they don't know what it was. So the sheriff putting it this way.
We're not ruling it out. What I did state was there was no obvious sign or indication of a foul play. There was no immediate sign of foul play. Haven't ruled that out yet. This is an investigation, so we're keeping everything on the table.
But there's nothing to rule it in either because they don't see anything. The most likely scenario, and the one that typically when multiple people are dead inside of a home and there's no trauma to them and there's an animal that's dead as well with no trauma to it, would be that there's gas of some kind, carbon monoxide, the most likely scenario, or something else. And they do believe, Tim, that is a possibility. Yeah, I mean, pills potentially as well, but you're going to give your dog pills too?
Well, no, I think what happened was, look, I'm not a detective, but I think this is what happened. All right? Yeah. You got a notepad? All right, we're going to play detective here. Okay.
All right, give it to me.
So I think that he was having problems, and he passed away. She couldn't deal with it. She reached for some pills to get her through the night. That chewed her up. She's out. And then the dog was locked in the kennel overnight. and the dog starved to death in that kennel because the other 2 dogs that were roaming around, they survived. And
right,
what I don't
come and go, they were fine.
Right, and and the door was ajar, so the dogs could come in and out of the house. But I don't think what they're telling us, and I don't think they ever will. I bet those dogs, when dogs have nothing to eat, and the owner is not with us anymore, chomp chomp.
Yeah, well, we know that they were decomposed, the bodies.
So they must be dead for a couple weeks or a week at least
It was a long time. She was mummified, which means
my God.
That could have been months. So let's flip it around the other way of what if people have questioned his mental ability at 95 years old. What if she had a problem? Because it does appear, based on what we know, that he was decomposed as well, but that she may have been further along. That if she had a problem and then he didn't appropriately deal with it, and then he had a problem later on that she may have. So they have to look at all of these scenarios of what if it was a crime? What if it was probably the most likely scenario of carbon monoxide poisoning, and they all went down quite a while ago, it appears. Or if one of them went before the other one and then weren't able to deal with it for whatever reason. But
I've never heard of carbon monoxide killing anybody outside of a studio apartment. Or maybe like a small 1-bedroom place. Not a $4 million home.
There have been things here and there. They don't know. They've got to look at, too, if it was a long time ago, because when they went in, there were no signs of carbon monoxide. They couldn't find a source of it.
Plus, the door was open.
Yeah, but that's the issue. That if they died weeks to months ago,
right,
that with the front door open and with the doggy door, that the dogs that were coming and going, that would have gone away if the source wasn't still making carbon monoxide. So they don't know. She was found in the bathroom with the pills around her. He was in a mud room, and they say it looked like he fell suddenly, that his sunglasses were next to him, but when he went down, he tossed them, and that it was pretty easily apparent to the deputies as they went through that he had gone down quickly. But they're going to rely on an autopsy to know why they died. They're going to do, most likely, toxicology. You would in this kind of case. Did they have drugs in their system? Did they have carbon monoxide in their system? And that can take weeks. You know, here in L.A. County, when they do toxicology, it can be like 4 months later before we know.
Right, but that dog probably had the worst death because that dog was found in the kennel. Yeah, so it starved to death over days or a week.
Unless it went to sleep in carbon monoxide, we don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it may have starved. But we don't know.
I would bet $1 million that the carbon monoxide is not an issue there. And
you may very well be right.
And if it is, then that's on them. There are carbon monoxide detectors. He has a $4 million house. You can't spend $80 on a carbon monoxide detector. That's on him. Sorry.
And
Too
maybe
early.
It wasn't that. The issue too being that he being 95 years old, she was 65, but at 95, the neighbors say he never really came out any longer.
No, because he's angry as hell. He's 95. When guys between 80 and 100 are angry as F all the time.
Yeah, but it makes the neighbors so they don't think it's weird when cars aren't coming and going,
right?
And nobody's coming out. He does have daughters. It seems like maybe they weren't checking in on Dad to see how he was doing.
Yeah, because he's angry as hell.
Maybe so.
When your dad, I don't know, is your dad still with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my folks.
How old's your dad?
In 80.
Okay, he's coming around. He's getting there. He's at the finishing line. Yeah. Wait till he gets 83, 84, 85, 87, and man, oh man, he'll light you up for no reason. That's what they do. That's what they do. They get old and angry as hell. My dad went through a phase like that, just, the most pleasant guy in the world. But as you get older, sometimes you just blow up.
The BBC is saying, by the way, that the 2 workers said they last had contact with the couple 2 weeks beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of that, the timeline's been changing a little bit on that, according to the sheriff, but it was at least a couple of weeks.
But she may have been mummified for, 6 years. Because, when you're living with a 90-year-old guy who's angry all the time, you mummify yourself with pills and liquor and cigarettes and whatever, vape or whatever. You just numb yourself.
We've seen White Lotus, the third season, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Parker Posey numbing herself.
Yeah. That was a big deal. And now you wonder how the Oscars are going to handle it.
Yeah, so typically in memoriam, when somebody dies the week of the Oscars, they don't add them. Remember there was a controversy a couple of years ago, I don't remember who it was, but they died right before and they didn't add them in.
Yeah.
So will they put it in there? Doesn't seem like it'd be that difficult to do it. But last time they claimed, no, they'll be in next year's because they missed the cutoff.
Right.
You're like, wait, really? You can't add one more person in there?
There's an actor that did a lot of Disney movies. and a lot of independent movies. One called The Private Eyes. They went that way and that way. He did Apple Dumpling Gang 1, Apple Dumpling Gang 2. He did Roll Freddy Roll, The Shaggy DA. He did a lot of Disney movies and had a lot of box office success. And they left him out of the Oscar in memoriam. You know who that was?
Completely out? It wasn't like next year? It was just completely out?
Completely out. You know who the actor was?
Who?
Tim Conway.
Your dad was not in the in memoriam?
They left him out.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy, right? But you know what? Somebody asked me about it, and I said, my dad would have laughed at that. He never cared about awards or being, honored or anything.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have cared.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
At 4:35, you got Monks. We got Monks coming on at 4:35. And he's going to talk about Kristin Crowley. She's going to appeal. She's the fire chief that got fired. She's going to appeal to city council to try to get her job back. So the battle continues at 4:35. You'll want to come back and listen to that. That's going to be great. You got Monks. All right. I saw this today. This is, I guess, fairly big news. The Gene Hackman story was the big story of the day. But they're going to send an entire crew of women into space. Women only. Gayle King, Katy Perry, the whole group.
I have to tell you, I'm so afraid.
Stop, Gayle. Blue Origin is getting ready to launch a few famous...
If Gayle King is that afraid, that's not who you want to be sitting next to when this thing blasts off.
I have to tell you, I'm so afraid.
Stop, Gayle.
No.
Blue Origin is getting ready to launch a few famous faces into space. Blue Origin, the aerospace company owned by Jeff Bezos, announces the 6-person crew for its upcoming NS-31 mission, including CBS Mornings anchor Gayle King.
Okay, Gayle King knows nothing about if they get caught up in space doing, donuts or cartwheels. I wouldn't turn to Gayle King to try to land it. All right, so we're 0 for 1.
Pop superstar Katy Perry.
0 for 2. 0 for 2. Again, that space capsule starts doing cartwheels in space at 1,000 rotations a second. I don't think Gayle King or Katy Perry are equipped or knowledgeable enough to land that sucker.
Jeff's fiance, Lauren Sanchez.
0 for 3. Now we got 3 people in that spaceship that don't know how to land it.
Aerospace engineer Aisha Bowe.
Okay, now we're getting better.
Civil rights activist Amanda Wynn.
Oh, we're back on the S list. So 4 to 1 so far. 4 people that don't know how to land it and 1 person that does.
Aerospace engineer Aisha Bowe.
She's the only one that knows how to land this sucker.
Civil rights activist Amanda Wynn. And film producer Carrie Ann Flynn.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We got 5 women who don't know anything about space at all. Don't know which buttons to touch, what levers to pull, how to get back to Earth. And we just have 1 person aboard that can help them out.
Aerospace engineer Aisha Bowe.
Aisha Bowe. If anything happens to Aisha Bowe, these cats are done. Now, I know it's it's automated. I get that. But automation sometimes doesn't come together. Sometimes it screws up.
Gayle announces the all-female flight crew during a segment on the February 27th episode of CBS Mornings.
I thought we already did that, the unmanned. They call it unmanned with Delta Airlines. Didn't Delta Airlines do an unmanned trip where it's all women pilots, women flight attendants, women this, women that? I don't know. I would stop looking between the legs and start looking between the ears and see who can land this sucker.
Sharing that she was hesitant when first approached about the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm hesitant and I'm not even going. And I'm nervous.
I have to tell you, I'm so afraid.
Stop, Gayle.
I am. I'm so afraid, but I'm also...
Who's saying stop, Gayle? Is that Oprah?
I have to tell you, I'm so afraid.
Stop, Gayle.
I don't know who that is.
Stop, Gayle.
That does sound like Oprah. I think they're still best friends, right? Stop, Gayle.
Stop, Gayle.
I am. I'm so afraid, but I'm also so excited about it.
Oh, my God. She's a nervous wreck before she even takes off. She shouldn't go. She's not space people. She shouldn't go.
Stop, Gayle. I am. I'm so afraid, but I'm also so excited about it. When they asked me around Thanksgiving, I was like, no. Then I started thinking about it. I met with favorite daughter Kirby, favorite son Will, Oprah. That's my kitchen cabinet. They will all be there that day.
Wait, she's got favorite kids?
Met with favorite daughter Kirby.
She's got more than one daughter, and she calls one her favorite?
Met with favorite daughter Kirby.
Okay, favorite daughter Kirby. And are the other?
She only has 2 kids.
Oh, she has. Okay, all right. So she's got 2. I thought there was an also ran. Somebody that came in second.
Favorite son Will, Oprah. That's my kitchen cabinet. They will all be there that day with their spouses.
Oh boy!
And I just thought, what a unique opportunity.
Gayle goes on to say that her best friend Oprah Winfrey offered her some advice that stuck with her and ultimately made her agree to be part of the mission.
Well, I had a big birthday, as you guys know. You were both there, and I thought I wanted to open myself up to new adventures and step out of my comfort zone. And once...
Oh, okay. All right. I get that. Opening up yourself to new adventures. How about golf? Or tennis? Or, I don't know, the buffet at Marketplace at Morongo. That's something new, right? Slide on down, enjoy yourself. How about, I don't know, going to see the Rockies? That's opening up yourself to something new. Getting blasted into space with 4 people that don't know how to land it. That's almost too new. Almost too much of a chance here. Too much.
I wanted to open myself up to new adventures and step out of my comfort zone. And once Kirby and Will were fine with it and Oprah was fine with it, I was surprised because I thought Oprah would say no. But she said no. She said, I think if you don't do it, when they all come back and you have the opportunity to do it, you will be kicking yourself. And she's right.
Yeah, might be right. Yeah, might be right there.
The 70-year-old continues by introducing and praising the other members of the all-female crew.
These women are so badass. I knew Katie, I knew Lauren, and I met the other crew yesterday. They have such amazing life. There they are. They have such amazing life stories. All that they've accomplished.
And so do you.
But I was the only one. But I was the only one on the call yesterday that said, "Is anybody scared?"
Yeah, I don't think Gayle King should go. Well, who's gonna? Let me replay this for you. You're a news guy, Crozier. Let me. I gotta go back and find this here. Let me see who's going here, okay? Let's find out.
S31 mission, including CBS Mornings anchor Gayle King.
Okay, Gayle King is one of them.
Pop superstar Katy Perry. Jeff's fiancée, Lauren Sanchez. Aerospace engineer Aisha Bowe. Civil rights activist Amanda Wynn. And film producer Carrie Ann Flynn.
Who gets top billing when this thing does 800 miles an hour into a mountain? Got to be Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Or would Gayle King get?
I think Katy Perry probably first. Gayle's a close second, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, Gayle King strikes me as someone that she does not do well with stress and like anxiety attacks and things like that.
Who, Gayle King?
And that can kill you.
That's right.
And what's going to be more stressful than going up in a tube into space?
Right, yeah, locked in. You can't get out. There's no levers or anything. They put those bolts on.
Yeah, there's no never mind.
Yeah, she shouldn't go. This is not for her.
I have to tell you, I'm so afraid.
Stop, Gayle.
Oh my God. She's this crazy before they light the first rocket.
Yeah. I have to tell you, I'm so afraid.
Stop, Gayle.
Stop, Gayle. Stop, Gayle. All right, when we come back, you got Monks. Monks is with us, and he's got a lot of information on Kristin Crowley, the fired chief of LA Fire Department. And she wants her job back, and she's going to city council to try to get it back. She needs 10 of the 15 council members to vote for her. Well, let's see where they stand, whether they'll vote for her or not. We'll see. Monks next. You got Monks.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at washablesofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You got Monks, right?
You got Conway.
Yeah, look at you, buddy. Hey, Michael Monks is here. You got breaking news. I didn't hear anybody reporting this until you.
Yeah, it was just coming across the desk that Kristin Crowley, the ousted fire chief, she wants her job back. Mayor Bass fired her last Friday. She has an option per the city charter that she can file an appeal to the city council. And if 10 of those 15 members say, we want you back in the job, you got the job back. Yeah.
Okay. She's got an uphill battle because I believe, I'm a math guy. And so are you, racetrack guys.
Big time math guys.
She already has 5 against her.
It's going to be a game of math for sure, because we have to see how this appeal process works. I don't see it on the agenda for tomorrow. There is a city council meeting tomorrow that is a special meeting that they've moved to the Van Nuys City Hall, something they're doing every month now. Not on the agenda currently, but how quickly will we see this? I don't know. What does the format look like? I'm trying to find that out. It could be interesting, but there are 15 members of the LA City Council. She needs 10. We already know 5 have publicly supported Bass's decision. In fact, 4 of them appeared at the press conference where Bass announced the firing of Crowley, and a 5th came out later, and only 2 have publicly spoken against it with any sharpness.
Okay, here's why I think she's done. If Kristin Crowley, it goes to the vote, and Kristin Crowley gets her job back, then Mayor Bass is going to favor the 5 council members that helped her out and ignore the other 10 that helped Kristin Crowley out. And that's going to affect the neighborhoods of these council members.
It's possible, but
I know how City Hall works.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to happen.
But you also...
They're the creepiest people in the world.
When Mayor Bass gave her State of the City address last year, she made it a point to acknowledge every single member of the city council and something that they had collaborated on together in their individual districts. But this year is different. Her brand is maybe a little more toxic than it was last year.
I didn't think
so
about
it's
that.
possible some council members will be like, I got to wipe that Bass off of me this time around because her numbers are down and I don't need that stink on me.
That's right.
So that will be curious to watch the politics of this. We're already seeing a little more division and a little more feistiness at City Hall than we have seen in a long time, all centered around policies related to the response to these fires.
Right. And Bass is a fighter, I mean, I know that she took a couple of punches in the face during the fires, especially when she was in the airport coming back from Africa, and where she said nothing. That was a bad moment for her. But other than that, she's a fighter. I think the one thing that if I were in Bass's corner, I would tell her, you don't have to smile all the time. When you're talking about 14,000 people losing their homes, you don't have to have an ear-to-ear smile.
Well, I would love to talk to somebody who can analyze Mayor Bass's communication strategy through this disaster, because it's been a little strange.
Horrible.
But I noted this on Saturday night. I'm hosting on Saturday nights from 7 to 9 every week, and I did a segment on this, that Mayor Bass is basically tweeting through it. It's like another day. She's tweeting about where she's gone in the day, and despite the plethora of comments that are all nasty towards her right now, like the political winds are blowing against her.
Oh, okay, right.
And so she is just tweeting and posting on Facebook and making her comments as if she is still in charge and as if the blowback is non-existent. So it's sort of a strategy that she is going to outlast this criticism.
I bet she does. She's a survivor. Let me ask you a quick question. Your opinion, does she ever in her life, even after she's mayor, does she ever go back to Ghana?
I bet she won't even point to Ghana on a map.
Man, what a mistake. I mean, if she didn't go to Ghana, if she stayed here in LA, she would have been a superhero.
Well, there was also a strategy that could have been imparted here that, look, The president of the United States called me to represent the country for this little occasion that was happening in Ghana. I worked on African issues while I was a member of Congress. This was an honor to represent the United States of America overseas for this trip. And acknowledge that you misread the tea leaves and you made a mistake in doing so. But she didn't do that.
And by the way, he was on his way out when he asked her to go over.
Exactly. I mean, it was a president who was already leaving the White House. But still, I mean, if the Santa Ana winds weren't coming in, if the fire conditions weren't there, none of us here in LA would have cared that she went to Ghana, probably.
That's exactly right. But when she says that she was unaware of the winds, we started reporting that the Wednesday before, late Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days before those winds.
We have obtained the timeline from the National Weather Service based on when they have told the local emergency responders.
When did they start?
They started on December 30th. But there's an argument. It's vague. I mean, I think that whether you're Chief Crowley, who says, no, look, we kind of, or the Weather Service says, no, we kind of told you guys, or if you're Marquise Harris Dawson, the council president, or Mayor Bass herself, you do have wiggle room. You have some arguments to be made because this is Southern California. You've been here a long time. You get winds, you get fire conditions, you get fires. This was different. We did not get like the what did they call it? The particularly dangerous situation, which was very rare. That didn't come until that Monday.
But
she was already gone.
But I got to blow back here just for a second. I heard on Saturday and Sunday that there was going to be unbelievable winds.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. Like we were reporting this like, hey, the Weather Service is saying this could be a really bad thing. So just be aware, stay tuned. Nobody was told to evacuate yet or anything. And those are not conditions that are rare to the region. So that's what I mean by wiggle room, right? Like she could make an argument, but you might not buy it.
But she hasn't. I mean,
exactly.
She's really lost her way here.
The communication hasn't been great.
That's right. Okay, let's get into another part of this story real quickly. What's the total damage for all the homes?
LA County Economic Development Corporation and the Southern California Leadership Council released a report today. They say that the property damage alone, just the property damage to structures, both in the Palisades and the Eaton fires in Altadena, are about $54 billion.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And they project that
does include infrastructure.
Right, exactly. The public damage is going to be larger as well. And then they're projecting up to 5 years of job losses in the area of about 50,000 could be possible.
And loss of tourism?
All of that.
Loss of
$9 billion impact to the economy.
Loss of properties being exchanged and tax rates going up? Or
a lot of tax revenue down, $1.4 billion in the tax loss to the government. They care about this.
Sure.
Anywhere between $730 million to $1.4 billion over 5 years.
I heard a firefighter talk about this. He said if you wanted to burn Pacific Palisades and Malibu and you wanted the perfect place to start that fire, you would have started within 3 or 4 yards of where it actually started.
It's just crazy.
It's the worst place to have started a fire in the history of LA.
And that's what I mean about the wiggle room that you have in the arguments, right? Because it was terribly dangerous conditions.
That's right.
A lot of things had to go right for the fire. If you're on the side of the fire and you want to do the most damage you can, they had everything going for it.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. I can't believe that we went through that.
And we're not out of it yet. We haven't even really begun the rebuilding.
It is
and the political fallout is only getting juicier.
And my prediction, they are not going to let anybody build any of those homes on the ocean again. That is over.
Well, you remember Gray Davis? He was governor of California for a while and was recalled, but he's on the Southern California Leadership Council as co-chair with Catherine Barger, the county supervisor. And he said today, if people want to come back to where they were, he wants them to come back to where they were. Yeah, and we should help them build as fast as they can. But we have to make the houses stronger and more fire resistant.
And they've got to put in a sewer line. All those homes out there are on septic in Malibu. There's not a sewer line. So they should put that sewer line so people can rebuild. If you don't put the sewer line in, then you got to redo your entire waste process. You got to put a new tank in there, and those new tanks have to be protected from the ocean, and that's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's not cheap
just for the septic tank.
Yeah, this is a very expensive disaster.
It's unbelievable, buddy. Thanks for coming in. You got mugs.
My pleasure.
All right, this Saturday 7 to 9.
7 to 9 this
All
Saturday.
Right, excellent. I'll be listening.
Thank you.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with washablesofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at washablesofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
All right. We're live on KFI. More Now with Crush.
Coming up at the top of the hour, deliberations pick up again tomorrow for an Orange County judge who shot and killed his wife. Some clouds and cool temps overnight, sunny and colder tomorrow. Chance of rain coming Sunday. This report brought to you by OPO Law Injury Lawyers. From the Southern California Toyota Dealer Traffic Center, save more at the pump with Toyota's full lineup of fuel-efficient vehicles. There's a crash in Orange.
22 westbound, just before the city drive. It's a three-vehicle collision blocking one of the left-hand lanes. You're slow coming away from the 55 freeway junction. That's where the Garden Grove freeway starts if you're traveling west. Eastbound side of the 22 is reduced speeds from Magnolia down to the Orange Crush interchange. Exposition Park, 110 southbound at Exposition Boulevard. An earlier three-vehicle crash cleared from lanes and completely off the freeway, but the 110 southbound leaving downtown very slow from the 5 all the way down to Carson Street. With Southern California's most accurate traffic reports, I'm Mike Morris.
Susan Owen from OPO Injury Law. Our firm has been committed to helping people. This includes the devastating wildfires. If you or anyone has been injured, safeguard your rights. Help ensure a smoother recovery as you rebuild and move forward. OPOLaw.com.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off. Free UPS shipping and add code radio for an extra 5% off.
The Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show is back at the OC Fair and Event Center, March 6th through the 9th. Don't miss over 200,000 square feet of saltwater and freshwater fishing, tackle, boats, travel destinations, and unique family entertainment at California's premier outdoor adventure show. Get your tickets now and join the fun at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. March 6th through the 9th, kids 12 and under are free with the paid adult, and active military members are free with current ID. For tickets and more information, visit sportfishingfestival.com. Sportfishingfestival.com.
It's Big Cap Day, presented by Yamava at Santa Anita Park, Saturday, March 1st. Get on track with world-class racing, Mardi Gras trackside, Fiesta de Santa Anita, and more experiences. Save on tickets at santaanita.com/events.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-506-9295. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-506-9295. That's 800-506-9295. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you're looking to get out of your house, moving, downsizing, whatever the reason, usually you list the house with a real estate broker. Commission, paint, clean, repair, long escrows. Not with directbuyers.com. They'll buy your house for a fair price, no commission, and boy, it goes quick. Cash within 10 days or less. Directbuyers.com. Call 844-242-SELL. 844-242-SELL. Visit directbuyers.com.
If you or someone you know is affected by the Los Angeles wildfires, you are not alone. No matter how sad, scared, or heartbroken you feel, Cal Hope is here for you and all those affected by the devastating wildfires. Find free, safe, and confidential mental health support at calhope.org.
Big deal at American Vision Windows this month. Hey, it's Shannon, and $200 off every window, $400 off every door, and free expert installation. I'm a big fan of American Vision Windows because of the way they treat the customer. I'm a repeat customer for this reason. These windows save you money in the summer by keeping the heat out, and in the winter, they keep the heat inside your home. One of the reasons you're treated so well at American Vision Windows is because the company is 100% entirely employee-owned. No matter who you're talking to to an owner. All American Vision windows are custom made to fit your needs and the style of your home. They're gorgeous, and they add instant curb appeal. The team comes in quickly and cleanly, and poof, you feel like you have a new home. Fall in love with your home again this February with beautiful new windows and doors. Get rid of those old, outdated windows. 888-785-5713. $200 off every window, $400 off every door, plus free expert installation. American Vision Windows for all offers. Callers through the website for details on approved credit. Offer expires 2/28/2025. CSLB number 778-326.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The new iHeart app.
What do I like about it? Real easy to use. I like that.
Love my presets.
If you're not using it, you're missing out.
Go get it.
Get in on what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
Israel does not move without American permission. Trump comes in and he goes, oh no, we cannot let Iran have nuclear weapons. Now they have the backing of the United States. Iran having nuclear weapons changes everything. Can you imagine Iran having a nuclear weapon?
Bill Handel.
And backing up every terrorist organization in the world.
Weekdays 6 to 9 a.m. on KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk.
KFI AM 640, Conway Show. All right, ding dong. Okay, the Big Cap. I just heard a sponsor, which is Santa Anita, and the Big Cap, big event out there this Saturday, day after tomorrow, is the Big Cap Day at Santa Anita. So slide out there and enjoy Santa Anita. If you don't, horse racing will eventually go away. So you got to keep it alive, and you got to get out there and go. So if you don't, and they close that track in 10 years, it's because of you. Not me. I go out there all the time. But if you don't go and they close that track, it's on you. So get out there. Day after tomorrow. Big Cap Day. And then April 5th is Santa Anita Derby. Slide out there for both of them. Santa Anita Derby is always great. And it's usually the horse that wins the Santa Anita Derby is one of the favorites in the Kentucky Derby. Sometimes. I'll have another one, the Santa Anita Derby, and there was I think it was 19 to 1 shot or 38 to 1 shot in the Kentucky Derby. And it won the Kentucky Derby, and it won the Preakness. And then they pulled him out right before he won the Belmont, which sucks. Could have had a Triple Crown there. And I think Doug O'Neill and Mike Smith, Hall of Famer jockey, who is still riding, and he's in his 50s, and he's still riding horses at Santa Anita. I think they're coming in tomorrow. So that'll be cool. That's great. All right, Taylor Swift. We like to do a story every day for Crozier. He's a Swiftie. And I like to include him in the program. And so here's for Crozier. This is for you, bub. A little action, a little news for you, dude.
Now, how much would you pay for a Taylor Swift-inspired phone number?
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. Did she buy a bunch of phone numbers and she's selling them? I don't know. Is it, did she buy, 800 numbers? I don't know. Let's find out.
A company is selling vanity phone numbers inspired by the era's singer. They're going for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Jacqueline Easton spent a year purchasing numbers related to Swift, and one of them spelled out Swiftie after the area code. Remember, when you punch it in a number, it can spell out a word?
Sure. I think we got that. Yeah.
Swiftie after the area code. Remember, when you punch it in a number, it can spell out a word?
Got it.
Now, that one's going for $5,700. The most expensive number is about $1,000 more than that.
Whoa.
Other numbers spell out phrases like Eras, Tour, and Tay-Trav.
Tay-Trav. Yeah. Though I looked it up online. The ones that aren't as popular, the Taylor Swift phone numbers, the area code, then I wear bangs. It's not as popular. Another one here, after the area code, Travis's mom is hot. That's another one that is not doing so well.
She's not.
And here's another one. After the area code, I wish Jason Kelsey was on TV more. That's another one that's not doing that great.
Like a lot of letters there.
It seems like a foreign phone number. Call somebody in
That's
England.
international numbers in there. Got 9 to get out.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, look, in the United States, we hook up with a guy and then we put him in every commercial until we burn him out, and then he's out. He's in nothing. Like, who are the football brothers that do that? The Mannings.
Oh, the Peyton and the Eli.
They're in everything.
Yeah.
Every time you turn TV on, they're selling you something. I don't know. All right, we've got I got to be careful how I say this. In rehearsal, I got it wrong twice. A sock eating dog. Sock eater. He's a sock eating dog. I mixed up the letters in rehearsal. I apologize.
Well, we all know some dogs have a habit of getting into things they're not supposed to eat.
Right. Yeah. Then there's Luna. The 7-month-old Bernice gave her family in Corona a scare when she started vomiting and her stomach was swollen. Turns out, though, Luna had an obsession with eating socks. My goodness.
Oh, my God.
Doctors rushed her to emergency surgery and pulled 24 socks from her stomach. Is that possible?
Wow, 24 socks, man. That's a lot of socks. Are these clean socks, used socks? Where did she get that many socks? I don't know. How filthy is that house where they have socks, at least 24 of them laying around the house?
Luna also had a scrunchie, hair ties, a shoe insert, and a small onesie lodged in her gut.
Do they ever feed this dog? I would take that dog away from those people. Obviously, that dog's hungry.
She's now back home recovering. The family says they plan on puppy-proofing the house.
Yeah, I should have thought of that before.
Yes.
Are they not feeding her enough?
Yeah, that's exactly my point. It came a little late, but she nailed it.
Yes.
Are they not feeding her enough?
I know. Well, some dogs. I mean, I have a friend who did this, and we had to rush her to the hospital, and she did twice.
And it was 12 cat toys, right?
It was cat toys. She hates the cat, so she was eating the cat's toys to get even with him, I think.
Oh, my
But
God.
twice.
Yeah, we used to have our dog Ernie. We had 2 cats and 2 dogs. We practically had a zoo when we were living in our another house in Burbank, and our dog would go out and eat cat turds all day long. He literally, get out a fork and knife, put a bib on, and chow down on cat turds. God almighty. And I thought, good on him, Guy really enjoys that. It's a delicacy. I think it's an acquired taste.
When I lived in Maryland, I lived in Calvert County, which is like a lot of woods.
Yeah.
And a neighbor asked me, paid me from time to time when they went to vacation to watch their dogs. And their dogs, because we're in the woods, always had like ticks, giant ticks on them, like full blood ticks.
Right.
And they would eat the ticks off of each other.
Oh!
One of the grossest
they're great animals, but God
you heard
almighty.
the pop, too.
Oh, my God. That's even worse than cat S.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Said I can't take care of your dogs anymore.
Dopey dogs. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.